What's up, Stokers? I'm coming to you live from my purple tinted room, and I'm here to say what up. This podcast is brought to you by the legends at Manscaped. Manscaped, thank you so much for keeping our trims peeled, for looking after our hogs, for making sure their dinks are looking fresh and clean, because autumn is in the air. The pumpkins are in the patch, and our friends at Manscaped are here to make sure you don't carve your pants pumpkins when you're grooming. Damn, I thought that was going to rhyme. If you know what I'm saying. So, boys, get ready for a cuffing season like no other. Ready to take the leap in the fall with Manscaped? Question mark. Join the 2 million men worldwide using Manscaped by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with the code GODEEP. We are also brought to you by Talkspace. Talkspace, what up? Thank you for sponsoring the podcast, The Legends of Therapy. We like to say no big, but the truth is little things can really add up. And suppressing our emotion can only get you so far. Needing help doesn't mean something's wrong with you. It means you're human, baby. Yeah. I went to therapy like 2 months ago and worked some stuff out. And then I came out and I was like, let's do squats. So match with a licensed therapist when you go to Talkspace.com. Get $100 off your first month with the promo code GODEEP. That's $100 off when you use code GODEEP at Talkspace.com. All right, let's start the show.
What's with deep? Going deep. Chad and JT.
Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. What? Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Yeah. What's up, Stokers of Stoke Nation? This is Chad Kroger coming in with the Going Deep Chad and JT podcast. I'm here with my compadre, Jean Thomas. What up?
Boom clap, Stokers.
We are here with the
what?
The Sacagawea of sex.
Ooh.
That's probably offensive, huh?
Maybe. I don't think so.
Yeah, Sacagawea,
I mean,
she's a guide.
She's a guide. She's leading us into Western expansion.
She's on a gold coin.
Yeah.
She's an explorer. So that he's an explorer as well.
And I said sex because there's two S's, but you're more of the Sacagawea of
Sensuality
and
Thank you.
And,
Ooh, the Sacagawea of sensuality.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's stick with that one.
Yeah. Freaking what up, bro? It's an honor to be here. Let's do this shit, dude.
Strider.
And we're here with the three-legged hammer. Joe Marrese, what up?
Thanks. It's good to be back on for the first time in 4 months. Thanks for having me back.
Well, yeah, we don't know you almost had COVID every time we tried to have you on.
No.
Should we get into that? What happened?
Oh, let's hear about it. I don't even know, dude.
Well, no, you know.
Yeah, what happened?
Well, so you haven't wanted to get vaccinated.
Oh, yeah.
Which I actually do respect. Like I don't think there should be forced vaccinations, even though I'm super pro vaccine.
Yeah.
And it's a tough thing to talk about.
Well, that's the thing.
It's
I'm
very
glad you say
divisive.
that because I think any person with common sense knows that it's wrong to force it on people if they don't want to do it.
I'm not sure if I'm right though, because I mean, like, there's a lot of
No, you are
vaccines
right.
that you have to get.
Yeah.
Well, but so to
About this particular one, you're right.
but then so we went to
That's the only one I'm talking about, not the other ones.
we went to do a show in San Diego, and we were driving down there for a stand-up gig, and you not getting vaccinated is affecting your career. You might have to lose your job at the store, and then there's a big project that was coming up that was potential game changer for you that we're involved in, and then you're probably not gonna be able to be a part of that, and then we did a show in Brea.
Right.
And we gave you a lot of shit on the way down to San Diego. We were like, just do it. And we kind of went into why you didn't want to do it. And we were mean, and then we were nice. And then it was intense, but it was all pretty good discourse.
Yeah, it was fine. I expect that.
But then you come to the Brea Improv when we're doing a show there. We're all performing, and you come in and go, guys, guess what? I'm vaccinated. And you showed us like your appointment from earlier that day.
Right. That was a good lie. It's good acting.
Right. So that's the twist, is that
Everyone bought it.
we all had good sets. We all celebrate that night. It was like
Yeah,
a
it was a
magical
great
night.
show.
And then you
Live karaoke after.
There's a photo of us hugging when you told me.
Yeah.
I have it on my phone. I'm hugging you.
It was a beautiful moment.
Cherish those memories.
And then
Yeah.
you called me 2 days later and you go, JT. there's something I gotta tell you. I didn't get vaccinated. I lied. And dude, literally it almost broke my brain. I felt like I was like in a dream or something like that.
Me too, dude. You told me, I was like, you told me, I was like, what? I had to take time to process it.
Yeah, you need
It
a
was.
therapist?
I hung
Yeah,
out
I did.
day. I was like, give me like 15 minutes, because you don't ever lie.
No, I don't. I'm a very truthful person. Well, that's why I came clean quick.
You broke the Joe code.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
And then you said you lied to you lied to a couple people, right? Like your dad.
Every person in my life, not a couple people, everyone.
And Kevin's still
My
mad
entire
at you,
family,
right?
my entire friends.
The Schmoll's still upset.
Yeah, I haven't talked to Kevin in a long time.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, you called me, what is it, probably like 2 weeks ago now, saying what's the deal with Kevin, and you haven't talked to him since.
No, I mean it's purely on him at this point because he
Takes two to tango.
He's the only person that's like distanced himself from me because of this, and this is. If you're gonna be that person, you're crazier than me.
You guys are on like completely opposite ends of the spectrum, I'd say.
Pretty much.
On the COVID
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the vaccine thing.
Yeah.
And I'm pro-vaccine. I'm like excited to get my booster, and I trust it. But I understand why people don't. Why don't you want to get it?
Because I believe I have a natural immunity at this point.
Because you had it?
I had it. I've been around in close proximity with people that had it, like while they had it.
But that'll probably wear off at some point. Same as the vaccine we're learning. But it's more than that. Don't you have like some? I think you told me when we were talking about that you were afraid it might kill you.
Well, yeah, I know people that have got injured from it. I know people that know people, and yeah, it's like I know not getting it, I won't get a blood clot.
But don't you
So-
worry about doesn't regular COVID F people up more by and large?
I think
give them blood
the
clots and other
I think the
complications?
older and the unhealthier you are, it'll mess you up more.
Right.
Typically, guys that look like us four will be fine,
Well, that was the funniest part. is you
unless
kept
we have underlying complications.
When we were in the car, you were like, look, I'm fit. You were talking about yourself. Like, he goes,
I have a lot of muscle.
All organic.
Yeah, I have a lot of muscle.
good.
I was like, dude, you're not Aaron Donald.
I haven't. No, but since I've
It was
ate
a
healthy, like I
specimen.
haven't had the flu in like 8 years.
Yep.
Did
Dude,
you get the flu shot?
you can
I got it like twice.
Yeah, Kevin told me you two would go and get the flu shot together, like a date.
Well, I guess I don't have to get it anymore because the flu's gone now. So
No, it's not, dude. You still got to get your flu shot. Flu might come
Yeah,
back
that's
with a
what they say,
vengeance,
but-
dude.
Well, last year I don't think anyone got the flu because everyone was.
Well, yeah, they asked me.
didn't.
I was at CVS the other day picking up a prescription. They asked me, "Do you want a flu shot?" I said, "No, thanks."
Well, I think we should get to the root of it. What I think and we talked about this in the car ride. I think you're
Show you the
scared of the vaccine, that it'll kill you, right?
Yeah, there's that fear as well. Yeah,
And why do you have that fear?
why not?
Well, who do you know that's died from it?
I don't know anyone personally, but I've heard it's happened.
But you know, a lot of people have died from COVID too.
Also, that, yeah.
And we've all had it. We've all had the vaccine.
I know you guys have had it, yeah.
And then
Congratulations on that.
No, I'm just saying. Most people you know have had it and they're fine.
Just
yeah,
by
but
the
also
numbers.
a lot of people that I know that got it also got COVID, and I haven't gotten COVID, so.
Right.
More people have died from the vaccine than have gotten blood clots from the vaccine. Excuse me, died from COVID than have gotten
Thank
blood
you. That
clots
was a
from the
good
vaccine.
stat. Thanks for defending my
Just
argument.
no. I'm not going against your argument. More people have died from COVID than have gotten blood clots from the vaccine.
and then
Well, yeah, there's that, but
I think a big reason we were encouraging you to is like at first when it looked like, you know, the vaccine kept you 95% from safe from even getting COVID, I was like, look, everyone's got to get this thing. And then once all these breakthrough cases started happening, I was like, kind of changes the convo a little bit for me.
right, yeah.
But and I feel even uncomfortable talking about that because it's like it's such a divisive thing. But then the career impact it's going to have on you because then
That's what I'm saying.
the other big
yeah, I'll be
news-
all right.
Dude, I mean, you are funny.
But
I
go
do
ahead.
believe in you.
Go ahead, though. Yeah.
Well, but like it's we can focus on that for a second. The career thing is like it's big implications, and I think a lot of people watching this will respect you for sticking to your guns. But
Yeah. I mean,
me knowing how long we've worked at this thing and how few of these opportunities come along,
Yeah.
I worry about you where I'm.
but there's greener pastures ahead.
How?
Well, that's why I'm planning the move to Austin, because I've got opportunity there and connections there.
You're gonna work at Rogan's new comedy club.
I mean, we can't say that publicly because we don't know when it's opening or whatever. But yes, don't at Joe people. But yeah,
But here's the thing. I mean, there's career implications, but there's a high survival rate of COVID, but you are at risk still
of what?
of getting seriously ill.
So
from
are
COVID.
you.
I have the vaccine. My chances of getting seriously ill are pretty much nil,
According to what?
according to the statistics.
Yeah, well, that's not true.
What, the studies
Dude,
aren't
no,
true?
dude,
Yeah, no, because why are so many people getting sick?
People are still getting it, but they're not getting severe symptoms.
Yeah, if you look at like the hospital intake, it's like out of like
Obese
70 people. out of-
Obese people.
No.
Yeah.
Across the board. This is how it goes. Like say there's a sample size of 100.
I mean, it's just so ridiculous at this point. I don't even want to talk about this bullshit. I mean, I guess we have to
Yeah.
for this
Stats don't
for the
matter,
sake
but,
of this podcast, but
You don't mind talking.
but you've got a
about it.
good
I know,
reason to
but-
kick it with your boys and get your shot, dude. I would get kicked in the nuts every day, dude, to kick it with my boys, dude, on this project.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Just so to me, it's just so fucking dumb. So
Yeah, I mean, but it's hard. We can't change it.
no, I know, but we also don't have to go along with it either.
No, you have the
I mean,
choice.
you guys
hey, baby,
do.
you
It's
have
your
your
guys.
choice.
It's your guys' thing. I mean, you guys are fine without me.
Yeah, but we love you, and you were going to.
Yeah,
really
I would love to be
additive
a part
to
of
the
it.
project.
I've put in almost 10 years of hard work
4 horsemen of the chill pot
in this town, but
But wouldn't you say at this point you're creating more problems for yourself than you need to?
that's what my dad says, but I don't see it that way.
Let me ask you this. I think a lot of people in your life and a lot of people who do care about you are telling you one thing, and it seems to be pretty consistent, but then you're going against it a lot. Like I was
No, I
telling
have
my
a-
buddy
I have a
Daniels
mix
about
of
it,
it.
and he goes, "Wait, why aren't you telling him this?" And I go, "Dude, we all told him that. Like all 3 of us are all telling him this." And he's like, "Why not?" I go, "Dude, I can't explain it."
I've heard that a lot from people too. Like comedian friends will be like, "What is Joe doing?" And then they're like,
Yeah.
They're like, "Have you even like gotten mad at him?" Like Kevin,
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Kevin called me and was like, all you guys laugh at him and you tell him all of his decisions are okay. And I was like, Kevin, back off, man. I'm like, that's not what we're saying. I'm like, I'm all over.
Well,
this
here's
guy.
the thing about Kevin too.
Yeah.
I think Kevin thinks I am like, what's the correct term for mentally slow nowadays?
You're just slow. Let's just say
Okay,
slow.
I think Kevin thinks I'm actually like slow. I'm a 37-year-old man. Okay, I pretty much have a good grasp on the world at this point, and I'm able to make my own decisions. Kevin thinks I'm like easily, because I've talked about having like anxiety issues. He thinks I'm like easily influenced by stuff because of that. It's like, no, I kind of already have my worldview set in place, and it's not anybody kind of like you guys laughing at me. That doesn't encourage me to do what I'm doing.
Or, yeah.
Like I'm gonna do what I want to do anyway.
Well,
That's
there's-
what I'm saying.
There's one person who's influencing you not to get vaccinated,
No, there's a lot of people.
but one main one.
That's what you think. That's what Kevin says too, and that's not true. I never wanted to get it.
Right, but she was in your ear with a lot of horror stories about the vaccine.
Yeah, but a lot of people have sent me a lot of stuff
fair enough.
that I don't even talk about.
Not fair
But
enough,
dude,
actually.
here's a side effect that I heard that could be beneficial to you. Nicki Minaj says her like cousin's balls got huge.
Oh yeah, I saw about
Imagine
that.
if you had your hog and huge balls.
Yeah, that'd be
match.
fun.
A match
That
and a
is,
set.
that's a good point.
Yeah, dude, you could
Could be worth it. Yeah.
You could be in a plane crash and to the ocean, and people would be like, "Oh, we got Joe's hog and his balls."
Yeah,
on
the ball.
board."
Yeah, grab a ball. That's a good point. Yeah, it's true.
And you've been saying too that since you're moving to Austin, we've talked a lot about you don't really feel at home in Los Angeles anymore.
No, I think this is a pretty dreadful place. It's a really there's a blower going on. Yeah, I don't like it here anymore. Basically, is the long and the short of it.
But you know, I understand. I mean, I'd say it's gotten a little bit more kind of.
And the thing is too is I'm tired of putting up with it.
But I don't think that's the thing. People say that shit. They're like, Los Angeles is like a hellscape now. But I think that's just people complaining. It's all in your fucking head.
not.
Like that's in the media. You're looking at the news.
No,
you're like,
it's not.
you're like,
It's
oh,
real.
look at the. No, it's not.
Yeah,
It's
it
this-
is.
It feels like. I mean, I guess there's the.
You're out
concept-
surfing. You're not paying attention.
Yeah, maybe you should go out surfing. Like, if you step outside, if you go into like where I live, Culver City, it feels normal. It feels great. Like people are not. I mean, I think people are just getting upset because they read like Twitter and they're like, oh.
Well, also living in this area doesn't help.
Yeah, I would move out of West Hollywood for sure.
I mean, I've wanted to. When I first got back into town in January, I tried to move to the beach, but I couldn't.
I think a lot of it is just people getting upset for this. I mean, there's people who like, but in terms of like they're like LA sucks now. It's like they're kind of just getting upset for the sake of getting upset. It's like it's not that bad, and you're kind of
Yeah, but I mean,
a whiner.
thousands and thousands of people have left town. I mean,
And they're coming back.
When?
I think a lot of people have come back.
No,
Yeah, that's what I heard.
no.
Bro, you should move to Los Feliz, dude. It's sick. People are artsy and creative. They're not.
Yeah, I don't
jacked,
mind
but
Los
it's
Feliz,
tight.
but
They're a
Nice
little
trees.
wispy over there.
Yeah, it's definitely the land of wisp, as JT says.
yeah, they're a little wispy, whatever
Yeah.
that means.
But you liked Austin.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's a great mix of a big city with like a college town feel. A lot of mixed beliefs, mixed race. I like a nice diversity in all ways. Not here where it's one way or the highway.
What? What do you mean?
Diversity of thought, you mean?
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, because I was like, you don't like regular diversity. That's crazy.
No, I do like regular
Nah, I'm just
diversity.
kidding. I'm kidding.
I like diversity in all forms.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I respect that.
Yeah, thanks. I respect it too.
All right. Well, we'll circle back and we'll keep us posted. Is that going to be too loud, Aaron? Do we need to pause?
I closed every window.
Joe, will you check behind you and see if that window's closed?
Yeah, it's just that loud.
Closed.
Christ Almighty.
LA is such a shithole.
Well, this is
man.
what, dude. This is doing.
Yeah.
We're doing this at 9 a.m. because we've been busy with some stuff. So
Yeah.
we haven't had to deal with the Gardner situation. Well, then another big news, tragic news, dudes. Norm Macdonald passed away yesterday.
Yeah, that really
Yeah.
sucks.
That was really sad. That was so unexpected. That was like the last thing I would have, and but then when I thought about it, I'm like, yeah, I didn't see much of him in the past like 2 years or so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just thought he was gearing up for more episodes of the show.
My brother saw him like 4 or 5 years ago do stand up, and he said he was like, dude, it was weird. He wasn't like really present. He was kind of loopy. He's such a weird guy,
Yeah.
intentionally, oftentimes, that I thought maybe he just did it to like, that was like his process or finding new material was like being kind of out of it. And then wherever his like mind kind of wandered, that's where he would go.
Yeah, it was kind of his style anyway.
Right. But now, knowing what we know now, maybe he was, on chemo or something at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, fuck gardeners, man.
I know. Should we say
No, I
something?
like gardeners.
Well, yeah, I know what you mean, though. Yeah.
Fuck leaf blowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
How have we
leaf
not
blowers, yeah.
invented a more quiet leaf blower?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rake.
Yeah.
But there's a more quiet version than this.
Yeah, it's really quiet. It's a gas card. It's just technically illegal.
Oh wow.
Oh, they're all over the city.
But yeah, it was nuts about Norm. He's so funny. One of the funniest guys ever.
Yeah,
Maybe
watch-
everyone's prone to hyperbole when someone passes, but maybe the funniest person that ever lived.
He's pretty hilarious.
I watch YouTube stuff of him almost on a nightly basis.
And he's I think what everyone like the universal kind of sentiment was that he was just fearless. And he's just fearless, unique, original, and just like kind of one of the, last comics to really just not be afraid to not I think one of his things is he's like, jokes should surprise people, never pander.
Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't predict
never
his
pander.
punchlines.
Yeah.
He's so funny. His movie Dirty Works, that was like one of the first seminal comedies for me. I was in like
Yeah.
5th grade when I watched it with
Yeah.
Greg and my brother, and dude, just dying laughing the entire time. And he was edgy, but then there was always this kind of sweetness to him, and then just the mischief in his face when he
Yeah.
was delivering jokes. Like, he just was. And it's funny, a lot of people were giving him credit because they were like, a lot of comedians were like, he never wanted to make the world a better place.
Yeah.
He just wanted to make you laugh.
Yeah.
And there's not enough of that in comedy, which is kind of funny to me that we pick on people. who,
especially nowadays. Yeah.
Right. It's funny that we pick on people for wanting to make the world a better place.
Yeah.
But there was something pure about it where he was just like, no, I'm just here
Yeah.
to like surprise you and make you laugh.
Yeah,
That's all I want to do.
I respect comedians that are just comedians. You don't have to be on Facebook talking about stuff and trying to influence the world.
Yeah, I agree with
And
that.
Norm was that was him.
Yeah.
He didn't mind being the dumb guy.
I like the line. What day is it? October?
Yeah. Is it Billy Madison?
Mm-hmm.
He's so great, dude.
Yeah, and then other big news. Went to my brother's bachelor party in Palm Springs, and Strider, you did mushrooms.
Yeah, dude.
Shroom
On
guy.
this podcast, means Chris was listening because we've never been on together. So it means he was listening because we talked about it, and I was like, yeah, dude, I'll do like in passing one of those promises that I was like, yeah, this will never like,
Yeah.
no one's gonna remember this or come about. It's like, yeah, dude, I'll do shrooms at Chris's bachelor party for sure, dude. Then we get there, and he's like, you said you do shrooms at my bachelor party. Let's go, dude.
Yeah.
And I want to say that I was like cool about it. I was like, oh yeah, good call. I was like, do I really have to, dude?
Yeah.
I was like, please don't make me, dude. He's like, no, dude, we're going to him, cashing that check. I was like, all right. And then we were looking at like a chocolate bar. He was nice about it because he gave me the chocolate bar, which is way more delicious. And
How much did you eat?
just 3 little squares.
Did you feel
Oh, you ate
anything?
quite a
3
bit.
That's a lot.
That's what I was saying, bro, because I was like, and I kept being like, and I was looking at this little pyramid, but it was like to scale, like it was 1, 2, 3, and 3 said like God level, but really below it was like, 10 little squares is what that was. And then the first one was like 1 to 3 is like your normal thing. So he gave me the highest dose of the first little tip of the pyramid thing. And so I was scared, and he's like, I've never lost a soldier, bro. Bet on
That's
me.
what he kept saying.
Bet on me. And I was like, all right. So took the 3 little pieces, and he was right, dude. He's never lost a soldier. It was fine. Good time. I would say like it just, there's one part where I got into like a big laughing fit because, when the guys were hanging out, guys can tend to be bullies. And one of our buddies like was just kind of taking a little breather in the party, drinking a water. And everyone was like, what are you doing drinking water, dude? And then another dude's like, well, he's got information, dude. He's not partying. Let's get it out of him. So they started squeezing the water like too much into his mouth. And then Reggie looks at me and he goes, we're waterboarding our friend. And then I just couldn't stop laughing once I heard that. I was like, that's the funniest thing. Just being a monster. So I was like, I don't know if I was my best self, but I had a nice time.
Nice.
And am I rushing back to do it? No, but it was fine.
It brought out the playful sadist in you.
Yeah, exactly. I guess I'm more sadist than masochistic.
So it was all positive effects?
All
That's
positive. All good. Didn't do too many. Didn't do anything.
I couldn't even tell you were on mushrooms.
Love that.
You were still consistent with how you've always been.
Love
But
that.
you were definitely in a good mood. But it's a bachelor party, so everyone's having a good time.
Exactly. It was the right space to do it, and that's what our buddy Chili said. He's like, dude, just set it and forget it, bro. So I was like, I love that, dude. Treat it like my Roth IRA. Do some shrooms, dude, in the back of my mind, and then when the buzz kicks in, it's kicking in.
And you're still on shrooms, right? You're becoming
Yep.
a drug guy.
Yeah, I'm a huge drug guy now. That's the
Nice.
thing. My baseline is going to be shrooms.
Nice.
I'm microing every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just sort of who I am now, dude. I don't give a shit about anything else, dude. I'm
That's
over
sick,
it.
dude.
Yeah. I think that if I do enough shrooms, I probably, COVID can't get me.
I like that you've
Nice.
discovered this in your 30s.
Yeah, dude. It takes, everyone comes to it when they come to it. You know what I mean? And I feel like I'm coming to it in my prime. So I'm pretty sick. We played, what up?
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say we played some tippet. Speaking of my prime, we lowered the rim to like 8.5 feet. Got some dunks in. It felt nice.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
On shrooms?
Yeah, it was during that same day, but you know,
Who did you beat in?
am I allowed to say
Say it.
whose ass I beat?
Yeah.
Because I beat his ass. Klay Thompson did.
Dude, what?
Yeah, bro. Took him out in tippet, dude. Now, was he shooting left-handed? I don't know.
Did you
I don't
sack
know.
tap him?
No. I respected him. I faked it out though, and he didn't flinch, and I got respect.
Yeah.
That was fun, my
Nice.
brother. Happy bachelor party, dude. You're a legend.
That was so sick, dude.
Did Clay come?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Dude, what about AOC wearing that dress to the Met Gala? What
She
did-
really stuck
Wait,
it
which
to the
one
man.
was it?
dumbass.
Was that the Chick-fil-A one?
No, she wore like a beautiful dress, but it said "tax the rich."
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's the
I guess it
Chick-fil-A
was in
one.
the style.
Oh right, that is
Yeah.
like it was the text. Oh, you mean Chick-fil-A, like the?
I didn't think
the
of that,
font.
but yeah, it is
Yeah.
kind of that. Yeah.
Dude, she really stuck it to the Met.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Are you really protesting if you're like on the red carpet at the Met? Like, are you really sticking it to the man?
You want to have
there,
it both
dude?
ways, but it's one way.
Yeah, like
Or
you're
the
still, you got your
highway.
$10,000 and you're table or whatever seat it is at the table.
I think
Like,
it's
all right.
30,000.
And you know everybody else there was like stoked on it. They were like, "Yeah, you get him, girl."
Totally.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, I guess I don't know. It's
That
a
was-
platform, but
that was dumb.
yeah, exactly, dude. Exactly.
Whenever I see photos of the Met Gala, I'm like, that's like the last place I think I'd ever want to be on Earth.
What would
I
you
know,
wear?
dude.
What?
What would you wear if you were there?
Board shorts?
I'd rather
That'd
go
be
to the
cool.
I'd
And
rather
no
go to
shirt.
the Yankees gala. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah,
That's
dude.
what I'm talking about.
What about the
Joe.
Cubs Gala?
Yeah, well, I'm just saying.
Yeah, like why everyone like wears interesting. Like everyone dresses like that dude from the commercials, Captain Obvious or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, what's everyone doing, dude?
Joe, I know what you should wear if you go to the Met Gala.
What?
A cock sock.
Yeah, Red Hot Chili
Alright.
Pepper style.
Yeah.
What's bigger than a sock? Maybe like a sheet.
Maybe like a Christmas stocking.
Tube sock is fine.
What is that? Like, Joe, is that a duvet? Yeah, it's King California King.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been watching clips from the '85 Bears doc, the 30 for 30.
Oh, cool.
Dude, how much those guys love Buddy Ryan?
Yeah, there was a special brotherhood with that team.
8 All-Pro,
Too bad they only won one Super Bowl.
8 All-Pro guys on the D,
Yeah.
and then Singletary just like seems like such a good leader.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, it was phenomenal.
If Buddy Ryan was your coach, and do you think you'd get the vaccine then if he wanted you to?
no.
If you were part of the '85 Bears and your team captain was like, "Look, we got a good chance to win it all this year. We're all getting vaccinated so that make sure we're on the field," would you do it?
I don't know.
You did tell me that if you didn't live in LA and you lived in Chicago, that you'd probably get the vax.
Maybe.
Do you hate that it's LA people telling you to get the vax?
Yeah. Very much.
What is like? I kind of blame us that we couldn't get you to do it. Like, what could have been better messaging?
No, it's just
Reverse psychology, dude. You shouldn't
No.
get it, dude. If you get it, you're a pussy, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. You should have tried that to see if it would have worked. Yeah, because I fall for psychological stuff.
Dude, we had our fantasy football draft. One guy didn't come because he didn't want to get vaxxed. We almost had an issue with the other guy who was unvaxxed in our fantasy football league, but we all got tested before we went out there. We all felt safe, and once we got out there, we were fine.
You guys didn't let him come because he didn't get vaccinated, or he.
So
decided
there was
not?
an argument. Like the guys who are more pro-vax and generally more liberal were like, we don't want unvaxxed guys coming, and then we kind of discussed it and debated it, and then we said they could come, but they're going to get tested, and then we said, look, everyone should just get tested, so we're not just picking on these guys. And then but one of the guys who was unvaxxed pretty hilariously was like, first of all, he's not in the fantasy football league, he just comes as a friend, and
Yeah.
so I think he was kind of feeling like a mascot. He's like, I don't want to do that anymore. And then he also said, I don't want to not be able to talk about the vaccine. And he's like, I'm going to want to argue with all you guys.
Well,
about
yeah,
this,
because
so I'm not
obviously
coming."
that'll come up. Yeah, like
It
that.
really didn't, though.
No.
No, but I'm saying if he was there, that would obviously come up.
Yeah, but the other unvaccinated guy came and was like, and he said the same thing you said. He said, look, I respect all of your choices not to get vaccinated or to get vaccinated. I just, I feel like I'm young and healthy. And he's really shredded.
Yeah,
And then he
so
was
leave
like-
him the fuck alone.
Yeah, I
And
guess.
also, if you're vaccinated, you're not supposed to be. You're not supposed to be afraid of the unvaccinated. That's all fucking bullshit.
That's what's interesting about it to me because like we're protected. But
Yeah.
But I do understand the argument
So
that
stop
like,
watching the fucking TV and getting fucking scared.
But you're consuming just as much information as anybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm consuming the right information.
Come on, man.
No, but I'm just saying you can't. The whole fear of the unvaccinated thing is very. It's just absurd.
And you're a skeptic by nature because you had COVID and you didn't admit you had COVID until 6 months later.
I mean, I didn't, because I didn't know that wasn't even a symptom at that time that I had that.
He had no taste
when I
and smell.
couldn't taste or smell.
And we're all like, "You got COVID." He's like, "I don't have COVID. It's allergies."
I mean, that was mid March last year. That was right at the beginning.
Amazing, dude.
When you fled town.
I had to get out. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry I left you.
But people were around me during that whole time because no one knew that could have been COVID yet, and I didn't give it to anybody, so that was good.
I don't know. I'm just bummed that you're moving because of it. I think it's but it's your choice. I just will miss you.
Yeah, I'll miss you guys too. I won't be that far away.
It's gonna change things though. Like we've been doing a lot of shows together. Doing the podcast. A lot of things that we enjoy doing together are not going to be as.
But I mean,
easy
the
to
thing
do.
is too. I mean, if we travel and do comedy, we can do that. I guess it's just the local Southern California shows. But
Yeah,
if you guys want to travel,
we're auditioning new for horsemen.
more than happy to come with. Yeah, good
We're,
luck finding someone.
We're looking at a lot of big dudes with big dicks, and we're saying, hey, can you come through?
Yeah.
Give us a little fodder on the pod. Do you mind just doing the podcast? Maybe just
Yeah.
pants off.
You won't
sort of
find.
let us
You won't
know.
find anybody.
Well, I had an idea, Joe. Maybe you could take a dick pic,
Yeah.
and then we could blow it up in a poster board and put it on that part of the couch.
All right,
That's a great call.
That's a good
Yeah.
idea. We'll do that.
That's a good move.
Well, if you're not going to get the vaccine, will you at least try a fruit smash?
No, not at 9 a.m.
You said you do it at episode 200. This is
No,
de facto 200.
Oh yeah.
I've been having acid reflux issues. I'm not doing alcohol.
It's a
for few
seltzer,
I
days.
thought
dude.
I thought you were a healthy guy.
Yeah, but that's
Sorry.
yeah. I've been drinking a lot because due to the last month. So it's I've consumed a lot of beer, and I think the carbonation has caught up with me.
Yeah.
You've been partying like you've been. When we lived together, you were on a pretty substantial cold streak.
Yeah, I've been
if
going
I'm
out
being
like 4 days a week.
And but
Yeah,
your
yeah.
cold streak has totally taken a turn, and now you're,
Yeah, it's eviscerated.
What are we talking about
You're
here?
a man about town now.
Yeah,
Oh, I love it.
that's all. I'm not going to get into it. What do you want me to say?
I just wanted people to know.
Who's coming? When? How much? How hard? What positions? I like to hear about it. Inside, outside. I like all the details. I'm a sick fuck.
Did I tape my mouth shut last night?
Oh yeah.
Slept like a baby.
That's creepy as fuck.
Slept like a motherfucking baby.
That's amazing, bro. What tape do you use? Like just athletic tape?
Paper cloth tape.
Yeah.
Super non.
Paper cloth tape?
It's like a it's like a
Is that white
white
tape?
Yeah. It works, dude.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty light tape.
Yeah. What's up?
Yeah, see, when
Do
you
it?
tape your mouth,
Yeah.
I'm picturing duct tape. So I guess if you're...
I'm picturing that too. I'm picturing him like in his
Yeah.
bed, like
Just wake up. Oh.
But yeah, I guess if it's that tape, that's pretty...
Yeah.
when you wake up, is it still on? Or do you get it off? Do you in the nighttime does your body like take it off?
Mix of both.
Like when you sleep with socks on, somehow your socks wind up off.
Right. Yeah. No. I last night I woke up at like 4, ripped it off. I was like, oh. No.
Did you?
Not
Oh.
really. No. But I did. I did rip it off in my sleep, and then. But I do sleep much better. It's crazy.
It's
And it's like if you don't want to get like sleep apnea, that's a good way to prevent it.
I think I have sleep
Oh.
apnea.
Really?
Is that
Yeah.
like where you feel like you can't move your body and your brain's awake, and then you're like,
No, it's
what
where
the
you
fuck's
basically
going on?
suffocate in your sleep. So
Yeah.
you
You
just get
stop
like
breathing.
you need to get a mask.
Why do you think
terrifying.
you have it?
because my mom has it, and then sometimes it's only when I take Viagra, but I'll wake up in the middle of the night and I'll be like, oh, like I'm out of breath, and then I gasp, and my heart will just be pumping.
Yeah, I'd be careful. Yeah.
No, I stopped taking it. I talked to my doctor friend, and I was like, do you think I'm gonna die? And then he was like, no, but it could increase. It's our buddy Tom Hall. You always say I make him sound nerdier than he is. He's like, oh, you might experience complications that will enhance it. And I was like, complications? And he was like, yeah, no, it could make the sleep apnea worse, and you could have like deleterious health effects. So I would be careful. And I was like, I think I should not do it.
But here's the thing: do you wake up rock hard?
Yeah. Well, it depends, but yeah,
That's fucking tight, dude.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah.
it is sick.
Yeah, maybe that's what you're like. Oh, I'm hard.
Yeah.
All the oxygen.
All your blood is going to your dick, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's just horniness. It's just horniness. My body's like, wake up and fuck. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Your heart's like, there's so much blood going to his dick. I can't pump this.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Joe must have the most powerful heart in the world.
Yeah. It's good heart.
It's like he's got to go Bane mode when he gets a boner. Like,
Well, it's sort of like for Joe's body to give him a boner. It's like blowing up a bouncy house.
oh,
Yeah.
100%.
yeah, it makes a sound too.
It's not a light switch. It's a sunrise, dude. Just really just rises up.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
all right, should we answer some cues?
Fuck yeah, dude.
No.
What?
Just kidding.
Dude, God.
You don't want to answer the stuff?
Yeah, go ahead.
Dude, just
What's up,
contrarian,
dude?
dude. Just
Yeah,
Mr.
what's up,
Contrarian, dude.
Joe, aren't you gonna miss?
What's going
this?
on, dude?
Are you gonna miss this?
I guess you're gonna be having beef brisket with Rogan, but
Give me a.
Yeah, dude. Good luck when the humidity sets in and the insects get you, dude.
yeah, dude. Have you heard Tim Dillon talking about Austin? He hates it.
Yeah, because he's fat, and he probably sweats.
Whoa.
Dude.
Dropping bombs, dude. Body
No, I
shaming?
love Tim, but he can't handle the humidity.
What is being fat having to do with?
Because it's humid, and so he's probably depressed about the weather.
When you get COVID, are you going to do the ivermectin, the monoclonal antibodies, and like the IV drips and all the? Are you going to throw the kitchen sink at it, Rogan style?
I don't know.
You know, a lot of that stuff is not good for your body. Putting all those antibiotics in there blasts the immune system. It's not good long term.
You should do an
Just
ice
saying.
bath.
Yeah.
Also thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it's
That's the
Yeah,
thing, dude.
yeah,
Like Rogan's
yeah, I don't
not going to
think-
get it. He's a millionaire. Like, if you're not getting the vax, you're just saying, like, dude, I got fire health insurance. I'm all good.
and the
Like,
timing
yeah,
of
that
it, because like I
helps.
called an urgent care because my mom, is like she's had some health complications, and I was like, Mom, even though she's vaccinated, I was like, you need to get the monoclonal antibodies if you get it. So I was calling urgent cares and doctors in Orange County, dude. They were like, yeah, you can come in. We have an appointment available in like 2 days, and then you can get it the next day. So 3 days. And the whole point, what they say with the monoclonal antibodies, you got to do it quick, like right when you get COVID. But it's not, even if you can get access to this stuff, it's not like automatic. These are busy places, and I'm like, it's
He got tested, diagnosed, treated within probably 4 hours.
Well, yeah, he has all
Yeah.
people to do that he has hired personally, probably.
Here comes the mid-roll. What's up, guys? I'm interrupting this podcast to let you know once again that we are brought to you by Manscaped. Manscaped, thank you so much for keeping our trims peeled, for looking after our hogs, for making sure that our dinks are looking fresh and clean, because making sure you're keeping things fresh this fall with the leaders in male grooming and their brand new 4th generation Performance Package. The Performance Package has the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, the Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, Crop Preserver ball deodorant, Crop Reviver toner, Performance Boxer briefs, a travel bag to hold your goodies, and I'm talking about your nuts. The Lawnmower 4.0 is not going to let you nick your nuts. I'm going to say that right now. I trimmed my pubes recently, and guys, it is so freeing to be able to trim your pubes and not even think about the possibility of nicking your balls, It's like, oh, wow, now I can like really get artistic with my pubal region. And I put a palm tree in there. And let me tell you, it was appreciated. So seal the deal with the Manscaped's liquid formulations, the Crop Preserver ball deodorant. I can't believe they sell ball deodorant. How are you not going to buy that? It's ball deodorant. And they also have like amazing boxer briefs, and then the Manscaped Shed travel bag. It's sick. The Weed Whacker ear no hair trimmer. They got everything, guys. And get 20% off plus free shipping with the code GODEEP at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code GODEEP at manscaped.com. Make your balls a priority this fall. Choose Manscaped. Your balls will thank you. We're also brought to you by the legends at Talkspace. Talkspace, what up? Thank you for sponsoring the podcast. We all talk to our friends when we're experiencing issues, but they don't always give the advice we need. That's when you need to go to a professional to help you figure out what is going on in my dome. Why am I feeling like I just friggin' I don't even know what, I went to a therapist recently, and I was feeling a little bit down for like a couple weeks, and went to a therapist, and she's like, dude, relax. And I was like, all right, I will. And then I was better. And I wouldn't have gotten that without a therapist. When you're at a low point, you might feel alone, but over 50% of Americans struggle with their mental health. We all need help sometimes. Asking for support when you need it is actually a sign of strength. Truth, truth, truth. Talkspace is sick because it's cheaper. You can do it on Zoom. You can do it anytime. You can message your therapist. They're all licensed professionals. They're legit therapists. And it's just like, it's the new modern way to do therapy. You don't have to go into an office where they have like a weird fountain that makes like a noise that makes you want to have to pee, You can do it from the comfort of, you can do it on your couch. Just work on your noggin from your couch. So you can do individual and couples therapy, medication prescription services. You can talk about your goals with your therapist, set your goals. You can send and receive unlimited messages, schedule live video sessions. There's thousands of therapists. Match with one today. Start feeling better with a single message. Match with a licensed therapist when you go to Talkspace.com. Get $100 off your first month with the promo code GODEEP. That's $100 off when you use code GODEEP at Talkspace.com. Okay, back to the show.
All right, first cue. What's up, dudes? I'm leaving soon. I'm heading to boarding school, and I'm a little sad. The place I'm going to is fucking dank. They've got a ski mountain on campus and a bunch of awesome shit, and I'm wicked stoked, but there's part of me that's a little sad. Not to be cliche with that word, but I feel a little sad. You're good, dude. I heard you dudes mention you guys going to boarding school. If you don't mind me asking, do you guys have any advice? Even right now, writing this email, I'm remembering all the shit that's happened in my hometown, which I'm now leaving. I just got a tear in my eye. Have a good one. This is probably my last night or this is probably my last write-in. But he spelled right, like the direction. See ya, Carter, the 7th grade fucking stoker.
Oh, nice. In 7th grade.
And then P.S. Who has the better finger pistols? Tobey Maguire is Spider-Man and Spider-Man 3, or Shooter McGavin and Happy Gilmore?
Whoa, big quash.
Good cue.
Yeah.
Wait, who went to boarding school?
Me.
Oh, okay. Sorry, problem child.
Yeah, dude, that's totally normal to feel that way. I remember when I went to, actually, I was really psyched to go to boarding school. And then my first week, when my parents left, it's like I got dropped off. I was really excited because my brother was there, and my brothers were there, and I was like, yeah, boarding school. I get to hang with my brothers, and it's like you get to live with people. And then when my parents left, I was 14, and it just sunk in, and I was like, oh, and I was sad for a few days, and then you just start making friends, and all that shit goes out the window. And you're gonna make friends super quickly. You live with them. You guys are gonna have a blast together. You're gonna order buffalo chicken pizzas, and you're gonna watch the Rangers, and you're gonna just have a blast. You're living with your buddies.
New York Rangers.
Yeah. Oh. You're living with your buddies, and you're gonna have a ton of fun. So, but it's good to feel that sadness. It means you got a good connection to your hometown, and so you'll have good places both at boarding school and at home, and you're gonna thrive.
And I think unique experiences make people interesting too.
Yeah.
I think I'm always fascinated by your boarding school experience.
Yeah.
And I think other people are as well. When they hear, especially because you seem like you just have never left California.
Right.
I think people are always, but then you even told me it kind of enhanced the California side of yourself, because then
Big time.
To your boarding school bros, you were the ultimate California.
Where'd you go? New York, somewhere in New York?
Connecticut.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It sucks ass.
What the hell?
Unless this kid's going there, in which case, enjoy.
What goes on there?
Well, dude, nothing.
At boarding
man.
school.
But that's why you're just living with your buddies, And
Just picturing wood boards.
but it does give you like a sort of a newfound perspective on where you come from, the way people view where you come from, and a newfound sort of love and respect for where you come from.
And it helps
Like-
you understand bros from other places too.
It's
Yeah.
just basically college, but you're younger.
Yeah.
Because you'll always have
Yeah,
really good
that's
breakdowns
lame.
on like Connecticut bros and like
Yeah.
Southern bros because you were with all the bros.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. I do know different bros. Yeah, I think
Did you see Maddie Chimbor while you were out there?
no, I didn't.
Right.
Maybe I did. What was I saying? Yeah, it's like I you know, you come from California. And when I came from California, you know, at the time I was like, in my mind, I was like, oh, California, yeah, like people think it's cool, but it's whatever. But then you go there, you go to like different parts of the country, and you're like, wow, this sucks. And you're like, wow, California's the shit. I love it. And I don't know. I think it gives you like a new, like a very strong sense of independence. And it's like you go to college, you know, from boarding school. Oftentimes people, when they go straight into college from like home, they lose their shit because they just have this like newfound independence, and then they just party all the time and kind of screw around their freshman year.
That's what I did.
But yeah, but then you know, if you come from a boarding school, you have a better like handle on it, and you're like kind of like, you know, just like, oh, you guys haven't felt freedom before.
Yeah, it forges some independence in you.
Yeah,
And I think it put a good work ethic in you too, because those schools
yeah.
are pretty competitive and
it's really tough. Yeah,
yeah.
But then you learn about all different types of bros, Southern bros. You know, I can spot. I can see a bro and I can know where he comes from pretty instantaneously.
Nice.
How quickly does he need to find his drill factory or jack off spot? Is that going to affect his?
Dude,
You guys find your spot,
so
right?
my freshman year, I lived with this guy, and we were in a bunk, and you know, you're 14-year-old guy, you got a J off, and
Bless you.
when
dude.
he'd go to sleep, you know, I try to crank it.
Yeah.
One time I was just, you know, going to town, and I thought he was asleep, and then just his head pops. He was on the top bunk. His head pops. So he's like, "Are you jacking off?" And I was like, "What, dude?" I was like, "No, go to sleep."
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. See, I've been in camp and I've heard dudes jacking off next to me, and I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna call them out on that. Just let
Nice.
them jack off. Dude.
Yeah, you sleep easy.
Yeah, bro. Like they're doing their thing.
You're like my cousin Vinny when he finally gets into prison and gets a good night rest.
Dude, great scene. Exactly. It's like everyone needs their space to do it. It's tough to find your time.
Yeah,
It's a different story if he's whacking off at 9 a.m. when everyone's getting dressed.
yeah.
So everyone's asleep.
Well, I think
And I'd say Shooter McGavin has the best guns.
so too.
Yeah.
Hey squad, long time listener of the pod, love it in the vibes. Fuck Puzio. I'm in a bit of a pickle. I'm in my mid-30s and about 2 months ago I broke up with a girl I've been seeing for about 9 months. I initiated the breakup because I felt her wanting children was scaring me a bit. The breakup was soft in nature, so we kept close contact. I immediately regretted my decision but was too stubborn to tell her I was wrong because I was fully in love with this woman. Now to give you some background, early in the relationship, I saved her life with my mongoose-like reflexes and acting quick when she had a medical mishap. I can't share too much without giving up her identity to fellow listeners of the pod who are friends with her and I. Right away, I felt very much connected to her. I also see her often as we play a sport together about once a week. Recently, I saw her and we had a nice chat about possibly rekindling the flames that we once had. We left things open, and about a week later, I saw her with another guy. I didn't want to pry, but from what I noticed, they def sexing. I then found out that he will be replacing me on a vacation we had coming up together. It destroyed me inside, and since I've had a really hard time getting it together, I even found myself reaching out during a night out with the squad. I've put myself out there and told her how I felt. My question is, what should my next move be? Press and possibly get in the way of her current path in the name of love, or move on and bank on the cliche, let something go, and if it belongs to you, it will return. Thanks in advance, and if you guys have any more questions, please reach back out. I'm not great with words, so if you feel the need to cut some stuff out or restructure this to make more sense, by all means.
My dude.
You snooze, you lose.
Yeah, I think, look, he was feeling the fear of the future, dude. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? She wanted kids. He didn't realize, and look, everyone has that, you know? Me and my Denkhouse fiance are taking next steps, planning a wedding. There's stress that comes with that, you know, your whole life ahead of you. You're like, dude, whoa, all this type of shit. And, you know, he got a little bit afraid. And he said, let me just go ahead and pull back. But, dude, she ain't gonna wait up. So I
That's
gotta
the thing. When you do that, women are gonna move on.
Yeah, and I gotta tell him.
Yeah.
He's telling, oh, should I go at her in the name of love? You're not doing it in the name of love, dude. You're doing it in the name of fear. And I'll tell you right now, you just got to get out of the way. She's doing her thing. And sadly but truly, she might just be moving on, my dude. And he wants closure. I think you just got to go different lane. Find a lady. It's your life path. It's all right. You make mistakes. You learn from them. You grow, bro.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Also, I don't think you hit her identity unless there's a lot of people in your friend group who saved someone's life. It's like 8 of my friends saved 8 of their significant others' lives.
Yeah.
I won't give you the details.
No, I think his friends are going to be able to know. Who
They
it is.
know, dude.
Yeah, plus the sports details.
Yeah, bro.
He threw in 3 pretty big specifics.
Or they play kickball.
Yeah, I think the best breakup advice I've heard, some of the best breakup advice I've heard is that even though you initiated it, is like, this didn't happen to you, it happened for you. So I'd say, further on down the line, you're going to realize that, probably the fear drew you to, initiate the breakup, but there's probably other stuff in there too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it probably just wasn't a right match. So
Yeah.
keep moving forward. Meet, maybe you'll meet like a Russian girl who looks exactly like your ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
And you'll start dating her instead.
Yeah. And once you're in your mid-30s, unless you live in LA, most people want to start settling down.
Yeah.
So if someone gets the vibe that you're not, they're just going to find someone that is willing to do that.
But was it him who wanted to settle down and she didn't, right? Or he
No,
didn't?
she did.
Oh.
She wanted a kid.
Yeah, I think if you wanted that, you would have known in the moment. I think I agree with these guys. I don't think she was the one for you, bro. But I know it's hard to think that when you're feeling it.
Yeah, 9 months. Yeah, it's...
And we have lots of friends, and we've all probably been guilty of this too, where you break up with someone, and then the prospect of losing them makes you feel like they were the one. But your brain's just kind of creating that narrative for whatever reason it does that.
Yeah.
But I think you're good, man. All right. Good day, boys. I hope this message finds you peaked out on Stoke. I wish I was reaching out to you under better circumstances, but I have to admit something. My beef of the week is with you, Chad. I was enjoying my morning coffee
Let
and
'em
Epi
have it.
195 until I heard Chad has beef with cyclists. I was immediately engulfed in rage as I am a road cyclist. I like to fancy myself as someone who is self-aware of the inconveniences we bring to the streets. And with that in mind, I only shred my Scott Addict RC20 on roads with bike lanes. I've tried tearing up trails and bike paths, but it just doesn't get my dong amped up. There's something about flying 20 miles per hour on the road that just sets my stoke to the max. While I don't live right out in California or know anything about the cycling culture out west, I do know that we cyclists are victimized throughout the world by vehicular enthusiasts who have never hit the drop bars. I would encourage you Stoke Lords to watch the segment Bike Wars on Real Sports with Brian Gumbel, just so you can get an idea of the uphill battle we've been fighting. I hope you can understand where we are coming from and potentially use your platform to lobby for more bike lanes to be incorporated into your roadways. No hard feelings whatsoever, and keep drilling. Thanks.
Let me tell you something, dude. I don't hear where you're coming from.
Dude.
I'm sticking to my guns. I don't know where you live, but cyclists here are annoying. We're in LA, a city of cars. I mean, if you live in another town, it's just like there are many other places to cycle, and it's like I think you describe. I respect that you love cycling. I love exercise. I love all that kind of stuff. But the way you're describing it honestly sounds selfish to me because
Yeah, dude.
because cyclists, when they're in the road, especially on like the PCH, when you're like, it's all backed up, and then there's cyclists taking up a whole lane. It's selfish. They're not being victimized by vehicular enthusiasts. They're getting in the way of 2-ton cars that are trying to like drive on the road. People are messaging me. They're like the cars made that. Like, who are you to say that the road is made just for cars? I'm like, I think that's a thing. I think roads
The
are
people
made
who
for
made
cars.
the roads.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone. Look how they're designed.
Yeah. It's like you don't and like I respect, maybe it's different where you live, but here in LA, you don't take your bicycle on the fucking highway.
Yeah, bro. Dude, I 100% agree with you, Chad. It's annoying. Get a stationary bike, dude. Set it up near a window. You know, or go to a place where there's not much vehicular traffic and probably a more sick ass route that's more nature oriented.
Yeah.
I understand you got to drive to go do that, but honestly, dude, put some work in to get your stoke. You know what I mean, dude?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm with you 100%, dude. It's annoying. They're called. This guy on Instagram calls them butt darts. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
I
Sorry to
forget-
curse back there too.
No, dude, never apologize, dude.
He said like it's so cool to go 20 miles an hour.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like it's the worst when you're driving to go 20 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, should we keep pushing?
Do you have an opinion on it?
I don't know. I'm conflicted. I definitely get annoyed with bikers when they're on the road. I don't know what the solution is. I don't want to tell bikers not to do it. Dude, honestly, my brain was like, this is kind of like the vaxxed and the unvaxxed.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
And it's different for different cities. Like in LA, the bike rules should be different. Like a city law is different than like if you're in Jackson, Wyoming, dude. Like there's
Oh,
just
completely.
It's just a fucking different ballpark. It's a different. It's apples and oranges, dude.
And then like LA and New York, like there's a lot of people bike because of the traffic and because of the cost of cars and parking and all that stuff. But it's, you know, it creates more mayhem, and you know, it's already stressful enough. But then, you know, I'm like, you know, to each their own and live and let live. But you know, if I had my druthers, they wouldn't be out there.
But to live and let live is like it's a major inconvenience.
It's affecting other people.
It's affecting a lot of people. It's holding up traffic in in a congested city.
I'll tell you something about the city of Austin, Texas. They have the traffic lanes, and then they have metal or whatever they are, barriers, plastic probably, and then the bike lanes. The bike lanes out of the trap.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
nice.
that's
Dude,
smart.
Austin
Trap.
sounds sick, bro.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm going to visit you a lot.
Fine.
Sweet. Chad,
We can go paddleboarding on the Ladybird Lake,
Nice.
which is also the Colorado
you're
River.
never doing that.
They call it a river.
You
and
are
also
not. I will
Imagine this guy
put
paddleboarding.
big
River
time
and
money
lake.
down.
How is it
you
both?
You are never paddleboarding.
No, we won't. We'll watch though.
Chad, who's your beef of the week?
My beef of the week is with the intersection of La Cienega and Venice Boulevard.
Oh, let's
Dude,
go.
just a
There's a lot going on there.
yeah. I was trying to make a left turn on La Cienega in Venice this morning, and I had to go through like 3 lights. It took 3 lights to get to make this turn, and it was just I was sitting there. I was like, this is a horse's ass, So my beef is with that intersection. Figure it out.
Hell yeah.
Strutter, who's your beef of the week?
So my vert, dude. My vert. Dude, I used to have better vert. I was jumping around playing hoops. I've lost it. So now I'm going to address my beef. Dude. I'm going to be proactive. I'm not just going to complain about it. I'm going to up my vert, dude.
You used to be able
Me
to
too.
dunk with a volleyball, right?
Yeah, and a basketball. Thank you very much.
Could you dunk with a basketball?
Yes. Since sophomore year of high school.
Has anyone clocked that?
Yes. Ask Bob Ferraro. They all saw my first dunk at practice, 6 a.m.
I'll reach out.
And then Maldo.
Was it an alley-oop or was it off the
This was
dribble?
off the dribble. And it was 2 hands, bitch.
Nice.
But it wasn't a drop step dunk, which is the coolest thing. I couldn't really ever do that.
When you dunked, did the ball hit the rim?
No, it was
on the way?
not it was not an OC dunk, which is called an out of control dunk. It went in the hoop. It's a dunk.
Only one way
God.
to prove it.
Damn it.
You got to dunk again.
Yeah. I'll never be able to again. I don't think I will. I'll never be able to do a fucking backflip. These are things I made peace with.
Don't do that. I hate when you put physical limitations on yourself.
Bro, backflip's impossible, dude.
You have the
For me.
You have the proprioception needed to do it,
It's true.
and the athleticism.
Can you imagine if
Even though you've never dunked with a regular basketball.
Dude, you saying outrageous and outlandish claims like that makes me not want to get vaccinated.
Nice. Fucking A.
Joe, who's your beef of the week?
My beef of the week is Chad's calves. What are you trying to do with those pythons?
dude, thank
Yeah.
you.
Put those away.
Sorry.
They are so high up on the leg and so bulbous.
You probably have good vert.
I don't know how I'm averted. We could go toe to toe.
Let's do it.
You can definitely jump.
No,
There's
those
no
are
way
nice
you can't
calves.
jump. Yeah.
Thanks, Joe.
But the jumper muscle, you got a great jumper muscle.
It's my sexiest part of my body, I think.
That's what you use when you used to dunk tennis balls. When he used to dunk ping pong balls.
I'm so demented.
When he dunked thumbtacks.
I'm so demented, dude.
My beef of the week is with this morning I went to get coffee before the podcast because we're doing it early, so I wanted to get some cafe, and then I saw Nick Kroll just coming down the street, just burning on a little skateboard.
No.
Just flying down and shoulders back, head perched up, super stoic, just staring out at the world. And I was like, Nick Kroll is hauling ass on that mini skateboard. And then when he got closer, I realized it wasn't Nick Kroll.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. Dude.
So my beef of the week is with this guy for not being Nick Kroll.
That'd be rad if it was, though.
Dude,
skating.
I was literally sitting there with like my 2 coffees and I was just looking. I was like, this is incredible. And then he got closer and I was like,
I thought maybe he was going to CBS or something. Yeah.
it was pretty cool, almost. Chad, who's your babe of the week?
My baby of the week is Limp Bizkit.
Oh, yeah, dude.
That's cool.
Yeah, dude. I've been watching some videos of them live. They fucking rip. They rip. And I've been watching Break Stuff live, and it's just I gotta go see Limp Bizkit live. I always thought, we talked about this on the Ryan Holiday podcast. I'm not sure which is coming out first, but
I think this one is coming out first.
yeah. So I always thought that they kind of fell off. And they kind of did fall off after like 2004, And with a lot of bands like that, you're sort of like, are they even doing shows still? But then you like go and you see that they're live and they're still rocking it hard. And it was just cool to see. And now I'm like, I gotta go see these dudes live. And you know what? It's my way or the highway.
Oh, man, I remember the first time I heard that song. Loved it, dude.
Yeah.
My way or the highway. Strider, who is your babe of the week?
Babe of the week's gotta be my dank ass fiance, dude. We've just been crushing some dank at-home workouts together, dude. She made a nice spreadsheet for our wedding invite list, dude, which was legit, dude. So her just basically generaling that and making it easy on me, it honestly inspires me to step up more and help her out more and be more proactive, which is legit, dude. So I'm fired up on that, dude.
Nice.
Joe, who's your babe of the week?
My baby of the week is the city of Austin, Texas.
Nice.
It's a nice town. I had a fun visit when I was there. Met a lot of comedians, and some of them already knew me, which is great. Like, hey, Joe, you want to do this show? You want to do that show?
That's
like,
cool.
I was just going there to explore the city, and then I wound up doing a few shows, and
That's awesome.
it was great.
Nice, man.
And I'm probably going to move there.
I wish you all the best, dude.
Yeah, thanks. Wish you the best.
Thanks.
Good luck with everything.
Well, I'll still visit you.
Yeah, drive your pickup truck down there. You'll fit right in.
It's a sick truck.
It is a sick truck.
Well, why is it so... Why do you say that? It's,
I don't
feel like
know,
you're being nice, but it sounds like you're trying to insult it.
shit.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
trying to talk shit, kind of, but because I was jealous that I don't have a pickup truck.
You'll get one.
And you just sold, you don't have a car, and you sold your car.
Sold my car. Yeah, it's a bitch ass car anyway. So I got 11 grand for it, and
That's
with
nice.
with a dent on the hood.
It's actually a good time to sell right now, to be
Yeah.
honest.
And we've been really sentimental about you leaving too, but since we've talked about it a lot, it might not be coming through on the pod, but you cried and hugged all of us and said life would never be the same. And
I'm not leaving yet.
I was kidding too, that didn't happen, but we have been more sentimental about it. My baby of the week is, we went to a city council meeting yesterday, Chad and me, and we were prepped to give some speeches. And it was actually a really charged meeting because basically in the city of Irvine, which I talk about often because I'm always encouraging youngsters to go play baseball at UCI for my buddy Danny Babona, best pitching coach in all of the NCAA. And, they should call UC Newport Beach because it's right there. And they might need to call UC Newport Beach right now because Irvine's going through a tough time. Basically, all these concerned citizens were in there, and it's been an issue for a while, is that they have these new housing developments in Irvine that are really close to the American Asphalt Company. And at minimum, it's pumping out really odorous smells. It's just like all the fumes just stink like throughout the day. And maybe worse, toxic fumes, primarily like formaldehyde and benzene, I think were like the concerning toxins. And, there's been tests that do say it's pumping out a dangerous amount, but there's been other tests by the SCAQMD who tests air quality that say it's fine, but then people worry that those tests aren't rigorous enough or they didn't do enough tests. And a lot of the citizens were saying that people are getting like headaches and nosebleeds, like kids at school.
Whoa.
So you're seeing like this like kind of Aaron Brockovich moment. But then the city council members are getting just ripped by the citizens, you know, because a lot of them ran on the platform that they would get rid of the asphalt company or they would make them change the regulations. And then when they get in the office, they're like, oh, actually, we're not allowed to do that. The space has already been annexed to them. There was an agreement in 1993 that said that they were allowed to do this. And then, but then things have changed. Like they put different stuff into the asphalt now. They put like some rubber component into it in 2017, makes it smell more, might make it more dangerous. I might have a lot of these details wrong too, but this is the gist of it. And even the mayor, when she was running, they put up this Zoom video of her. One of the citizens did. They edited this great video of her on a Zoom, and this guy was asking questions and like, would you send your kid to a high school in this area? And she said no. And like all these answers, and like, would you make the asphalt company change their protocol or get them out of town? She's like, yes. And now she's saying she can't do anything. But there was one city council member who was like, no, I will make them do it. I'm going to sue them. This isn't right. This is dangerous. And you're getting kind of fired up. But then the other city council member said that guy's grandstanding and that he's actually the only one who was there when they gave the American Asphalt Company the deal. And so he's just doing that because he's up for re-election in November.
Of course.
So he wants to seem like he's on the citizen's side. And then there was like senators reps there, and I was talking to some of them, and they're like, we don't actually think it's toxic fumes. We just think it smells bad, and there's really not much we can do. And so all the city council members are trying to kick it over to the state because they say they don't have the ability to move the company. And then there was just like little things that were so nuts. Like this one person filmed all their trucks coming out of the asphalt company. They didn't have covers on it. So they're just like letting out like little bits of the bad asphalt all over the city. And then they were like, well, can we at least get them to put covers on the trucks? And they were like, well, yes, legally we are allowed to ask companies to put covers on the trucks, but actually the American Asphalt Company has a carve out in their contract where we're not allowed to tell them to put covers on their trucks.
Amazing.
And then you're like, why do they even have a carve out? Why would they even want that? Is it because it's inefficient to put covers on their trucks? It didn't even make sense to me. And then some of the city council members were fans of ours. So we got to like talk to them a little bit, and they were like, this is a rough meeting for you guys to come to. And I was like, yeah, fucking A, man. But my babe of the week is all the citizens, especially the young people. Dude, there was maybe 100 high school kids who went up there and spoke beautifully about how the asphalt factory has been affecting their day-to-day. Some people weren't even living there. They were just concerned about their friends. And, you know, they were speaking truth to power. And I hope, you know, a good conclusion comes out of it. By the end of it, you didn't know what to believe. And you're kind of like, man, bureaucracy sucks. And it doesn't seem like anyone has the power to make things better, which was kind of a bummer. But I took solace in all these young people who went up there and were just like, hey, you guys got to do this. You ran on these platforms and we need to hold you accountable. You need to make us safer. And hopefully they do more tests and really get to the bottom of what's coming out of that thing. But it was nuts. But it was real, like, you know, let you know local government can be really important. Although it seems kind of ineffectual at times. But yeah, fired up on those youngsters who went up there and were being so strong in their presentations. Chad, who's your legend of the week?
My legend of the week is Will Arnett. Hilarious. Love his voice. Love him in Hot Rod. He's like, let's grab a box of dong bags. Maybe we could knock boots later. What do you think? It's just like the funniest line.
So funny.
He's just hilarious. I love him. And I've been listening to the Smart List podcast, which is awesome. There's him, Will Arnett, him, Sean Hayes, and Jason Bateman, and he's awesome. So I want to give him props. And yeah, it's my legend.
Strider.
My legend of the week is my morning wood. Dude, I've been getting a lot lately.
Dude, nice.
Yeah, it's like a resurgence. It's nice. I'm feeling young. I'm feeling virile. Let me know my body's working. My clock's, you know, my ticker's ticking. And I wake up and I'm like, this is great.
You don't just have to pee.
No, I just have a nice skinny little boner.
Okay.
And it feels good. And I'll wake up, and a lot of times my dang fiance's already gone for work. So I'll wake up, whack it. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just observe it and let it be. And I'm like, this is cool. And then it tames itself. You know, it'll go down after a minute. And it's just really, really sick.
Yeah, I love to suck
So I'm
it.
liking feeling good.
What'd you say? I love to suck it.
What?
Yeah, what did you just say right there? Actually, I didn't
Nothing
catch
wrong
that.
with that.
Yeah,
I'd like that from you if you said that.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did.
You don't have enough of that in you.
Citizen work.
Who's your legend?
Sorry. It's me.
Gross.
Gross.
I mean, it's deserved, but it's gross.
Thanks. No, but because I just want to say, you know, how do I want to say this? You know, I try to be as transparent and authentic as I can, and I just hope that this podcast comes off well. Or, I mean, I hope I come off well in it. Because I truly believe in people just doing what they believe is best for themselves and whatever they want to do with their lives. And, you know, I respect everyone out there. I love the fans. And, you know, I don't know how many more times in person I'm going to do this podcast with you guys, at least in the near future. But, you know, probably down the line we'll do more in-person pods. But it's just been a pleasure, and hopefully I'll be on a couple more times before I leave town.
I'm sure.
And yeah, I don't know if I don't know if this is me being the legend. This is just kind of me. This is kind of my closing statement, I guess, more or less, because the show pretty much ends after this, right? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I don't know. What else do I want to say?
I think that was well said, man. Dude, my legend of the week is Ollie North. It was one of the council members when he was accusing the other guy of grandstanding for saying he was on the side of the people, but he was like, what are you actually going to do about it? He called him Ollie North, which I thought was kind of a weird ref, but Ollie North was this lieutenant colonel in the 80s who was selling guns to Iran to fund the Sandinistas in Nicaragua, which was illegal because Congress had just passed a bill that they weren't going to fund the Sandinistas. And it's funny, when Ollie North was trying to get $10 million from the Sultan of Brunei to pay the Sandinistas, he said send it to a Swiss bank account. He gave the guy the wrong number, so it got sent to some random Swiss guy. Whoa. And then the Senate had to track down the money because he ended up getting in a lot of trouble and losing his job. And the Senate had to get the money and give it back to the guy.
Amazing.
I just love, like, at these high echelons of, government mischief, there's just all these basic mistakes happening.
Yeah.
So he's not my legend for what he did. I just think it's hilarious that he sent the money to the wrong person. Chad, what's your quote of the week?
My quote of the week comes from Fred Durst. I love jazz music and sad music. I'm a sentimental guy. I'm a romantic guy.
I fucking love that, dude.
Nice.
I fucking love that, dude.
Strider, what's your quote of the week?
My quote of the week.
Who am I to judge?
My quote of the week comes from my fiance, dude. She goes, "We got a shred for the wed." I love it, dude. Just being fucking lifting, dude.
That's awesome.
You guys are both like fucking anorexic.
Let me tell you this. Yeah, dude, I got to put on some bulk. Dude.
Oh, put on bulk.
Yeah, but
All
then
right.
shred it up.
Okay.
Get shredded.
Shred it
what I mean,
up.
dude? So,
I don't
know,
mean to offend the animal.
Are all the 08 boys, that's what we call the younger guys, or my younger brother and his buddies who we always hang out with, they're working out like crazy. They're running like every day. Even at their my brother's bachelor party, they were getting up every morning, hitting the elliptical. They were moving. But I think a lot of it's because it's wedding season.
Yeah.
What's your quote of the week?
I believe that whatever doesn't kill you makes you stranger. That's the Joker from The Dark Knight. I think there is some truth to that, though, because, you know, they say whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but it could also affect you in weird ways and kind of make you jaded and kind of fuck things up for you as well.
I think it's a Christopher Hitchens quote. I'll do a similar one where he said, they say what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger, but it actually just makes you incrementally weaker until you die.
Nice.
Yeah. It's
Chad, what's your phrase of the week for getting after it?
Let's keep rolling.
Strider.
I got next the pong table, dude. Actually, 21 cup table.
What a great game. Always
Super
comes down
fun.
to the wire. Maybe the best drinking
Yeah, and it
game.
involves 3 dudes. You get more dudes going.
Joe.
just pop. No, I'm just reading stuff in the room.
We got to get you with Fruit Smash on the next step. My phrase of the week for getting after it is from the SMU doc, the 30 for 30, where the team gets like suspended for a whole season and they suck ass.
Yeah.
And then one of the guys is talking about how bad they were, and he goes, "We weren't big, but we were slow." One of the funniest things I've heard. All right, that's it.
Yeah, good podcast. Leave reviews, guys. They help us out. And Joe, we'll probably see you before you leave.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Yeah, you're not leaving
we got
for
some
a while.
time.
We're gonna
yeah.
see you a lot. Yeah.
Boom, bap, boom, bap, boom, bap, boom, bap, boom,
Hand me the screws.
boom, bap, boom, bap, boom, bap, boom, bap, boom, bap,
Guys,
boom, bap, boom, bap, boom, bap, boom,
guys.
boom, bap, 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 boom, What is your beef of the week? Aaron, who's your beef of the week? Strider, who's your legend of the week? Joe, what's your quote of the week? Chad, what is your beef of the week? Aaron, who's your beef of the week? Strider, who's your legend of the week? Joe, what's your quote of the week? Chad, what is your beef of the week? Aaron, who's your beef of the week? Strider, who's your legend of the week? Joe, what's your quote of the week? Chad, what is your beef of the week? Aaron, who's your beef of the week? Strider, who's your legend of the week? Joe, what's your quote of the week?